Next big question, right? Does timing matter? Next big question, right? Does timing matter? And for this particular case, I'm jumping over to another area in Singapore, right? Using two RCR areas as example, okay? Actually not two, just one. Yeah, the Bishan area. And so over in the Bishan area, we have two developments. I'm zooming in on two developments. Sky Vue, which is near to Bishan MRT, and Jadescape, that is going to TOP soon. Also near the MRT. I just cannot remember which MRT is that not. I think maybe it's Marymount. But yeah, it's at Shun Fu lah, okay? So, again, a bit small, and I apologize. But I think I can zoom in. Yes. Okay, I have forgotten to use the zoom the whole time. Apologize for that. So Jadescape, so this is Sky Vue. So Sky Vue, you can see they have done pretty decent in terms of their profit, right? Averaging out into, about 2 to 3%. Most of them bought in 2013, some in 2016, 2015. And then a 800 square feet unit, right? I bring your attention to the 800 plus square feet unit making about $231,000. Decent? Yeah, quite decent, right? You might say Bishan, very good area with a lot of high quantum HDBs, walking distance to the MRT. Jadescape, when it was launched, so happened the show flat is right beside Sky Vue. Most people complained that it was crazy expensive, okay? Most people complained it was crazy expensive and how Sky Vue would have been a better choice. But if we really do analyze it now, and these profits are yielded before the development even TOP, we see the average kind of annualized returns going from 4, 5, even to 6% annualized these folks have bought in 2018. So here is the question. Which time would have been a better time for people to buy the property? Okay, 2018, or you notice this guy over here, 2015, the first line, 2015 or 2016. Notice the 2016 guy hardly make any money lah, right? But the 2015 guy make about 2.8%. Because if we jump back to the previous slide, 2016 is essentially the lowest point in the private property price index chart over the last, I would say, 10 years, from 2011 onwards, the lowest point. By right, that should have been the best time because everyone is trying to catch it at the low. But 2018 is actually the previous peak before the last cooling measure sort of cooled down the market, and then we went on this crazy run in the last 1-2 years. But 2018 was considered a high point. So really, what is the kind of takeaway that I have for this particular example? Yeah? Because when we show people this kind of profits, a lot of them are sort of like in disbelief when they see this, which is why I wanted to do this, right? For the folks that, for the folks that watch us, right? Because the folks that watch us, they want to keep an open mind and they want to understand, more importantly, why is this happening? Instead of like just brushing it off like, oh, this is nuts, this is crazy. Yeah? Why is this happening? I think that's a key thing, right? And I think taking this as an example, it just goes to show if we can understand this, we can take this case study, we can pull out some learning points from this. It's going to tell us what does the market really want. Okay, what does the market really want? The market is leaning towards buying something that is a bit newer, because the question that I always like to ask my clients, ask the listeners is, do you think the first time buyer or the buyer that is buying that property from the first owner don't know that they are paying this kind of profits to the first owner? They know, but yet why do they do it? Right? I think that's a deeper question to answer as opposed to just brushing it off as hype, as bubble if you don't really even bother to go and analyze and understand it. Right? These folks, there's a pretty good chance that they have made a sum of money from their first house where Just now I was just talking about it, right? And now they are happy to come and pay the profits for a ready house to stay. Right? Of course, the next question, can Jadescape continue to outperform and make money now that they have almost touched 2,000 PSF, 1,009 PSF? Last time 1,007 PSF at launch, everybody says it's crazy expensive. Now it has hit 2,000. Right? The question now everyone will ask me is, if you go and buy Jadescape now, can you still make money? I think you can. I think you can, because the development is very, very big. It's above 1,000 units. Okay? But what is the learning point from this? Entry more important or exit more important? Okay? And what does the market really want? The market is now leaning towards more quality products, something that is newer, right? It's to understand there's an emotional element to purchasers, to the buyers. You really want to make money, you need to understand how the buyers think, what the buyers want, and then of course you can buy and give them what they want lah, okay? So, and then I'm going to dive down a little bit deeper into Sky Vue, because we already see Jadescape, right? You see, Jadescape, a lot of their profits most of the transactions are the 700 plus square feet. There's quite a number of those sizes, right? They are yielding like 200K profits easily, about 4% annualized, okay? Then I'm going to jump over to a similar size in Sky Vue, okay? The 700, right? I bring your attention to the 678 square feet one. Notice how this guy bought the one below, bought in 2013, okay, and sold in 2021, make about 232,000, okay, quite good, 2.5% annualized. But his good friend at the top, over here, sell a bit earlier leh. This guy sold 1st March 2019, only make $75,000, but buy the same, basically one day apart. So what this tells me is that the timing of exit is actually also very, very important. Selling about 1.5 years difference from one another can yield you a good, wow, a lot almost 3 times the kind of profit. So while entry is, I would, if you ask me, I would lean towards exit being more important, because honestly, entry you cannot control. The people at Jadescape, could they control? Did they know? Did they know that they were going to make so much money? Honestly, they didn't lah. I'm pretty sure they didn't. When I bought Park Star, I also didn't know I'm going to make so much money. Paper profits only lah, I haven't sell. So all the trolls don't come and put all the comments. That's it, right? You cannot really control your entry, right? Because based on what I know, trying to time your entry has actually done more harm than good over the years. And also because you cannot reasonably predict the demand factors, right? Because if you're trying to time your entry, right, it's trying to basically gauge demand, right? Because you're hoping that demand suddenly die off the next day, and hence the price will correct itself, because supply is already in the market, and supply don't disappear or don't come online just like that. So you are actually trying to guess demand if you're trying to time the market, and nobody knows that, right? But exit you can time. For those of you who have followed us, you know when are we timing our exit, and why are we timing the exit then, right? Trying to sell at a seller's market, trying to sell at a time that is beneficial to us. I feel the whole case study over here, it makes a lot more sense for you to try and time your exit rather than try and time your entry, okay? That's my takeaway, right? A good timing on the exit helps make you a lot more money than trying to time the entry, okay?